Hello everybody, I am wannabeNPC if you don't already know me, and that's Toad. He's kind of knocked out at the moment. I'm a variety Twitch streamer and I'm also a YouTube content creator where we play video games and we talk mental health. So I'm really excited for this new video. If you haven't seen my previous announcement, I am no longer doing Fun Fishing Fridays. I thought that we would maybe switch it up and add some more videos with different kinds of gaming content to go along with those same kind of mental health topics that we were doing for Fun Fishing Friday. So we are doing a video today with an Animal Crossing build. So we've been doing that a lot over on my Twitch channel, but I thought I would bring some of that into a shorter YouTube video for you so that way you can enjoy the build quickly and just hear some mental health content at the same time. So I hope that you enjoy this. If you do, make sure you give it a thumbs up as you're watching, leave a comment in below, and make sure you check out all the resources in that description box. I can't wait to hear what you think, and I'll talk to you soon. Hello again. I'm super excited to share this video with you all because we are going to be talking about 10 activities I do to help reduce my depressive symptoms, because therapy is not enough. So before we get started, I just want to give a friendly reminder that this video is based on my personal experiences and is for entertainment purposes. Now what I mean is that therapy is flipping important and it's absolutely changed my life. But I need more than 30 to 60 minutes a week to improve so many aspects of my life, and therapy is just one piece of that puzzle. If you think you may be experiencing depression, anxiety, or other mental struggles, I highly encourage you to seek professional help from a licensed therapist and check out the mental health resources in the description for this video. So let's get into it. Number 1, joyful movement. So what the heck is joyful movement? To me, joyful movement is a activity where it's rather small and, like the name says, joyful. That can mean literally walking out my door and just spending like 1 to 5 minutes with the sun on my face and just feeling it. It can mean going for a walk, it can mean dancing in the shower, it could be simply just taking a shower. These really micro movements that aren't really painful for me to do. Now I include this on the list because exercising is really painful for me. I don't mean physically painful, I mean mentally painful. I can't exercise without hating it and without thinking about how much I'm hating the exercise. I've tried listening to podcasts, I've tried watching something, I've tried listening to music. Pretty much all of those are really, really difficult for me. But if I shrink my goal, and I'll talk more about that later in the video, if I shrink my goal to being smaller, like a smaller piece of movement, I'm still getting my body going, being more mindful of it, and I'm enjoying it so much more. And one move can lead to another. Number 2, vitamins and CBD. As always, check with your doctor before starting any supplements. I started taking vitamins every day, maybe about a little over a year ago, but I've definitely had many times where I was very inconsistent with it. Sometimes I can feel the difference when I don't take my vitamins, but honestly, I'm not sure if that's some kind of placebo effect. And I just started taking CBD a little less than a month ago. And of course, I take CBD without any THC in it, so I'm not getting high or anything like that. I take it for reducing my anxiety, and I take the vitamins to make sure I'm getting all the nutrients I can when I don't get them in all of my regular meals. I think nutrition is very important when we are talking about mental health, because mental health and physical health are so intertwined, they are so connected. So I've adopted that as one of my things that I do to help reduce my depressive symptoms. Number 3, abstaining from drugs and alcohol. I've never done any kind of drug, but I grew up in an Italian family, and wine has always been on the table. And when I see family or get together with friends, I do drink sometimes. But I have decided to abstain from it even more than I was before, to reduce the way it feels in my body. I could take a sip of alcohol and it will make my body feel pretty gross rather quickly. And I noticed that it can also increase my levels of sadness. So I find this to be a key part in keeping my depressive symptoms far away from me. After all, alcohol is a depressant, meaning that it slows you down. And I'm already pretty slow, so I don't need things to be slowed down further. And when I say that, I mean my thinking process is rather slow. Sometimes the way I talk can be rather slow. And I don't see that as a bad thing. But I do think that any kind of depressant will hurt me further and not give me the most amazing kind of judgment that I would normally have without any substances. Number 4, sleep. Find the right sleep pattern for you. Some people need 7 hours of sleep, some people need 9, some people need more, some people need less. I'm trying to figure out what my sweet spot is currently. I don't really know. But I think it's around the 8 or 9 hour mark. When I sleep better, I have much more energy, and that really helps my mood. When I have a lot of energy, I am so much happier. And if you've ever read the book The Happiness Project by Gretchen Rubin, one of her first goals in that book that she lays out is gain more energy. She noticed that when she had more energy, her mood greatly improved. Number 5, and this one's a hard one. I work on reducing the negative things that I say to myself, especially in group settings. Sometimes I could be with a group of people and we could be all having a good time, except my depression will randomly hit me and it'll feel really awful. It's not a good feeling. And honestly, I might start expressing that, but I try to reel it in that kind of group setting because it's really not the right place or time. But even in general, I try to reduce saying those negative things to myself, and it's really hard to do so. So 2 things I've seen help me the most. When somebody says something nice to me, I try not to refute it anymore. Instead of saying, oh no, I'm not really like that, you're wrong, I'm really not that great, I'm trying to reduce that and say thank you instead. That helps them feel a little bit more heard, and it helps me start to learn how to accept the kind things that people are trying to say about me. The other thing is I try to practice the STOP skill from dialectical behavioral therapy. STOP stands for S, stop, T, take a step back, O, observe what's going on both inside and outside of you, and P, proceed mindfully. While this STOP skill may seem like you're just kind of ignoring your emotions, that's really not what you're doing. You use the STOP skill when you can identify what you're feeling. And as it states, learn how to take a step back and figure out what choice you want to make. And is the next choice you're going to make going to help you or hurt you? Are the thoughts that I'm having helping me or hurting me? How can I try to challenge them? How can I challenge those negative thoughts that are hurting me so badly? Number 6. I try to talk to safe people one-on-one, including in therapy, but also outside of therapy. I try to talk to one person at least every single day. People that can just make me happy by just saying hello. People that I feel like make me a better person. I think that's so important for us to have safe people that we can go to, even if it's just one person, one family member, or one friend, whether that person is online or offline. Surround yourself with people that make you a better you and that you feel like see you. Number 7. I do things I enjoy. I set specific times or appointments to play video games with friends or by myself. As I've talked about in one of my Fun Fishing Friday videos, I often adopt the calendar blocking method I learned from Amy Landino to plan out my day. I find this to be so important to my well-being. I need to plan out my self-care, like playing Animal Crossing and building a vacation home. I really love doing this one, by the way. I thought that having the garden theme was so calming and so perfect for this video topic. But if we don't plan out our self-care, it can be really detrimental to our health, our stress levels, and increase our depression. Number 8. Like I said when I mentioned vitamins, I think nutrition is really important. And so I've changed how I handle eating. While I used to be focused on dieting, I now focus on intuitive eating. Intuitive eating is the process in which we eat food without worrying about caloric intake or macros. As registered dietitian Colleen Christensen says, it's an approach to eating that helps you get back in touch with your body's natural ability to guide our eating choices, while still taking into consideration things like emotions, enjoyment, satisfaction, etc. It's about working with your body, not against it. Something I've also been working on getting myself to do is eat breakfast. Did you know that our cortisol levels are the highest in the morning? Eating breakfast can help lower those cortisol levels, keep our blood sugar more stable, and increase the amount of serotonin in the brain, because carbs do that. Therefore, eating breakfast can help lower our stress hormones and increase our happy hormones. Isn't that wild? I never believed that breakfast was the most important meal of the day until I started looking into hormone health. Number 9. I get involved with my faith. I'm a Catholic, so attending Mass, reading the Bible, reading religious-themed books, singing, and praying in a quiet space are all extremely helpful. For those of you that are not religious, meditation and music could be helpful for you in getting connected to just yourself or to a higher power. I find this to be a real act of mindfulness and a way to calm my mind down and slow it down a little bit. While I'm normally slow in my mind, when I'm stressed, it's like my mind and body are both trying to speed up, and I can feel the tension in my body, my muscles aching, and I can feel like a buzz in my mind. And so when I take time to connect with my faith or to do a meditation, everything can get slowed down back to where it's supposed to be in my mind and in my body. Number 10. Our last one. I set tiny goals each month and even tinier goals each day. An example of a daily goal is cleaning part of a room, not even a whole room. An example of a monthly goal is increasing my Twitch follower count by a small, reasonable number. While I'm feeling depressed, it can just feel really hard for me to do much of anything, including just taking a dang shower. The smaller goals I set, the easier they seem to be able to handle, and that causes me to finally get moving. So, 10 dang things. None of these are easy for me. They all take so much work, and I'm constantly working on improving all of them. Eating is still hard for me, sleeping is still hard for me, goal setting is still hard for me. So if these things are still hard for you too, please know that you're not alone in it. None of this is easy. And to be honest with you, I don't feel immediate relief from any of these 10 activities mentioned. Doing each of these consistently for a long period of time is crucial in feeling the effects on your body and mind. I don't always feel better instantly after moving my body or praying, but these all help my depressive symptoms in the long term. I think therapy is absolutely amazing, and I recommend it for just about everybody on the planet, if you are willing to put in the effort and if you are willing to put in all the work. However, you will heal and grow so much more if you supplement your therapy with many things outside of that 30 to 60 minute session that fulfill you, that you enjoy, and that are just really healthy for you. Thank you so much for watching this. I am so appreciative, and I can't wait to see you next time. Thanks for watching. If you want to grab more mental health content, make sure you check out my coffee blog. That is ko-fi.com/wannabeNPC. I also have different shop items that focus on self-care and mental health, in addition to streaming tips and tricks. So please check that out. Any kind of support is always so appreciated. And I will see you Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, over on Twitch.